Okay, welcome to Ingress Intel, episode 3. My name is Tasmanian Platy, and I just turned level 6.
Hi, my name is Sea Turtle King, and I'll be joining Tasmanian Platy, and I also just turned level 6, so we're both level 6 now.
Okay. Unfortunately, we couldn't find a picture of the Tekkelhu like we said we can, or we will try in the last episode. But now, let's read our first news story.
I was listening in, with permission of course, on a conversation Dr. Wright was having with some members of Operation Essex. They were discussing Deborah Bogdanovich and Wright in a Socratic style he employs so often, was using the questions to attempt to find Bogdanovich motives in all recent events that have occurred. I'm talking, of course, about the takedown of Light and Wolf's Dark Machine. Here are the questions Dr. Wright posed to the Essexans. How did the recursion after Bogdanovich, has she come clean about what she did in her past iteration? And can we trust her? Dun dun dun. Does she know more than she revealed about the Tekkelhu, or does she have further information she did not want to fall into the wrong hands? What is her current relationship with Herbert Farlowe, and was he involved in her highly orchestrated plan to take down Light and Wolf? The point of these questions, of course, is not to fact-find. To my knowledge, very little information actually exists about Deborah's plan against Light and Wolf, aside from the fact that it succeeded and it required her absence during the Vianor anomalies. I find the exercise interesting, however. It ultimately leads to one simple question, and it's one I don't have the answer for. What were Bogdanovich's motives in recent events of Vianor? I look forward to reading your opinions in the comments.
Okay. Listening into something.
Well, I think she didn't reveal all the information because obviously she didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Probably.
And I don't think she came clean exactly, and you can't really trust Bogdanovich. I don't really think you can trust her pretty much. And yeah.
So pretty much don't trust, trust part of it, but don't do 100% completely about it, because she probably didn't reveal all of the information.
Yeah, and that's kind of a smart move by her.
Yeah.
So now for our last news story.
I, Tasmanian Platy, will read it. A number of you weighed in on the questions I shared yesterday with some incredible, astute responses. Here were some of my favorite thoughts, extracted from the comments. People seem to forget that Deborah and OLW, or Oliver Lion Wolf, never saw eye to eye. She always seemed to go against every scheme he ever set into motion since their time at Niantic. Maybe her reason of opposing his attempt to build the Tekkelhu was as simple as Oliver is trying to do what? Oh no. It might be helpful to recover Deborah's quote during Vianor. This conflict isn't about green versus blue, it's about light versus dark. Maybe she saw that eventually Tekhulhu will be turned all human being Simulcar in order to replace itself. And Devra, being true to herself in protecting humanity, decided she needed to act to stop. Oliver Lion Wolf, yes, it's likely. Herbert Farwell was involved. And Devra is still the Devra who supposed Oliver and Calvin during the Niantic project, the Devra who's supposing the Shapers and the Nazirs from turning our world into an interdimensional war zone. Then Devra was well worth the support. During the videos you could see where most of the past action it may be that she wants to make amend for things. She amends she's making a mistake about inflicting a portal network as the whole and why. She was there to make amends and perhaps to stop Oliver Lion Wolf from doing the same. I also wonder if she knows more about the science of the portal network and how it ties to a larger systems. When someone has been sharded to do with returning from the XM substrate with more innate knowledge for its workings. If so, maybe that's why Oliver Lion Wolf seems to be upped in its power games since he rescued and Devra has become very cautious in her dealings with XM, more so than she was when she almost nuked the entire world. Thanks to who participated in the discussion. Okay, so that's not the usual Devra we know, but
luckily Devra didn't pretty much destroy the whole world.
Yeah.
Or network.
Yeah.
Well, at least Devra took down she prevented something very dangerous from happening.
Not very typical. But now Isidro will give us some helpful tips.
Like we said in the first episode, do not attack that much when you're low level, because you will use a lot of your XMP busters for pretty much nothing, especially if you attack high level bases. And then when you're high level, you'll not have pretty much any XM busters. And that's bad because everyone loves attacking. Make sure you hack bases, because that gives you things. Here's a little secret tip that you may not know. If you hold the hack button for a few seconds, a screen pops up and it says incoming glyph. Then it shows you 1, 2, or 3 line patterns, and after it finishes you have to repeat the pattern. You have 20 seconds to do it. You have to do it in 20 seconds. And the faster you go, the more bonus you get. And also the more patterns you do correctly, the bigger bonus you get too. And the more bonus you get, that means more extra items, like more resonators or more XMP busters. So I think it's worth it to do that. I think it may cost a little bit more XM, and even if you like run out of time and you didn't even do anything, it's still just like a normal hack. But yeah. So, another tip is when you capture a portal, do not put all your top level resonators on that portal. Do a mix between high level, low level, and medium level. Because if you put only your high level resonators on the portals, you'll run out of them before you get new ones. Because if you put all your high level ones, you'll just run out of high level ones, and if you want to put all high level ones, then you'll just completely run out of them before you can get new ones by leveling up. So we gave you tips on hacking, deploying, and attacking. Like if you're moving really fast, like you're in a car or something, I wouldn't use the long hack, because that kind of wastes your hacking opportunity on other portals. I would just do the normal hack, but still, I think it's worth it to do the long hack if you're not moving fast and you don't have limited time.
And remember, you shouldn't be in a car unless you're the passenger and playing Ingress.
Yeah. Don't play Ingress while you're driving. Unless if you have 15,000 hands.
Which most of you don't. So, yeah, I would say I agree with Cito King. I would use that if I'm walking, if I'm in a car, just do it quickly, otherwise it's just a waste.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to like hack other portals. Like if you're driving on the road and you see this portal and you do the long hack, you may go by some more high level portals that will give you higher level things.
Yeah.
So
okay,
like we were driving by some portals, and it was like a big portal area, and we just pressed the hack button because we didn't have time to press the long hack button unless we stopped at like a stoplight or something.
Even at a stoplight,
you don't really have enough time.
So remember,
unless if you're just walking and stopping.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Ingress Intel. We will have another episode online in about a week or so. But for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye.